What's up, everybody? Joe White here, rolling through Kansas today. I'm just south of Wichita on I-35, the Kansas, one of the turnpikes here in Kansas. Got about 19 more miles to go until I cross into Oklahoma, and then from there I go on to Arkansas to deliver a load of Smucker's Uncrustables. That's right, the little Uncrustable peanut butter and jelly sandwiches you find in the frozen food section. I'm carrying a load of those over to a Walmart distribution center in Clarksville, Arkansas. Coming up this weekend, a little bit of housekeeping. I'm going to have I guess you would call it a video essay or a analysis, if you will, about the whole Nightbird slash Uncle Howdy campaign. And it was brilliantly done. Kudos goes out to Bo Dallas and Rob Fee for their work here. Also, WWE's production team. Um, but I'm gonna have a lot of people are going. We've never seen anything like this before. What is this? Well, I found recently a genre of film and storytelling that this Uncle Howdy campaign brilliantly fits into, and it's the genre that is taken off called analog horror. We're going to go over what analog horror is. I'll show you some comparisons from the Nightbird campaign to other analog horror stories that have come out on YouTube and then the internet in recent years, and we can draw parallels between them. If there was a Oscar nomination for analog horror movies slash campaigns, I truly believe that the Nightbird campaign, uh, easy for me to say, would be right up there with them. And we're going to go in more in depth in that this weekend, probably. I'm going to try to have that released for you. I'm going to work on it probably over the 4th of July holiday, seeing as how I'll be sitting. And we'll have that video out for you this weekend. Today, though, I'm going to give my Money in the Bank predictions. The pay-per-view card is pretty much set. Um, I am recording this on Wednesday, July 3rd, so it's before SmackDown airs. So please keep that in mind in case any matches get added or changed or taken away between now and then. Let me see here. I got the match card right here in front of me. Don't worry, folks. I'm not on my phone. The screen is stationary. Let's see here. Money in the Bank 2024. Well, let's go from the order that I think this card is going to go in. Um, the men's Money in the Bank match has to kick this off. They've painted such a picture in people's minds of, is Drew going to cash in? Who's going to win? You know, and we'll get into it here as I give my prediction here for this. But this, logically, the way they're booking it and the way they're setting it up, this match has to kick off the show. And it's been the norm in recent years that they do kick off the show with either the men's or the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. But this match, to kick things off, is going to feature Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. Um, I think you're going to see a lot of tomfoolery in this match. With the Chad Gable thing, I think this is where we see the Wyatt Six get involved. And they're going to cost Chad the match. As far as LA Knight goes, I could see Logan Paul costing him coming in and taking, this match. This match is going to remind me a little bit of the TLC 2 from WrestleMania 17 with the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardy Boys. You had Rhino interfering with the Edge and Christian thing. You had Spike Dudley doing a run-in for the Dudley Boys. You had Lita coming in that match and helping out the Hardys. So in this match, I think the opposite's going to happen. Instead of trying to help people win, they're going to try to help people lose. You're going to see Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six mess around in this match and affect Chad Gable's chances of winning. You're going to see Logan Paul run in and probably hinder LA Knight's ability to win the match. And then Drew McIntyre, well, Drew McIntyre is going to win this match. But, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. Um, let me see here. Then you got Io Sky. I think Io Sky. Let's get to the women's right here. Io Sky versus Chelsea Green. Lyra Valkyria versus Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi versus Zoe Stark. Uh, my pick here goes to Tiffany Stratton. Her character deserves it. It fits with the character to be Miss Money in the Bank. She's going to carry around a pink briefcase for the next few months. Um, and she's going to cash in and she's going to win. She's not going to cash in that night. We'll have more on what a projected cash in later. But Tiffany Stratton's winning this match, in my opinion. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. This is Braun Breaker's time. Sami Zayn's held that title since WrestleMania. He's had some bangers with Gunther and Chad Gable, but nothing really storytelling wise. Like from a storyline standpoint, he just shows up and somebody comes out and goes, "Oh, I'm going to defend the title." There hasn't really been any meat on the bone. Um, and unlike when Gunther held this belt and kept it and was the workhorse, and I'm going to hold it longer than anybody, I haven't gotten that impression from Sami Zayn. Um, I think Braun Breaker is going to take this title off him. This pay-per-view is all going to be all about making new stars, and this is Braun Breaker's chance to pardon the pun, break out and become Intercontinental Champion. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. I think the team of Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Solo Sikoa is who we'll see here. You're going to see some interference, seeing as how it's a six-man tag. I still think you see interference from Jacob Fatu. No, Roman is not coming back here. The Bloodline needs a win here. I think the Bloodline gets a win. They need to win. They should win. Then headlining the pay-per-view, Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think Damian Priest goes over here, and then we'll either see a failed cash-in attempt by Drew McIntyre in the form of, okay, he's going to try to cash it in, but Punk is going to stop him from cashing it in, or he will cash it in. The bell will ring, therefore the cash-in is official, and then CM Punk interferes and costs him the match. This does a lot of things. One, it continues the CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre feud, which they're going to have their big grudge match blow-off at SummerSlam in Cleveland. And then it also helps Damian Priest, because I would love to see, Damian Priest is just, it helps him carry on with the Judgment Day storyline, and the Judgment Day implosion storyline does not need the title. I think you see a failed cash-in attempt here. Thirdly, no more than the fact of we don't have to worry about people carrying around that damn briefcase for a year. And we don't have to constantly worry about, oh, is he going to cash in? Will he? Won't he cash in? Now, yes, that's always a fun thing to speculate on, and it is a fun storyline from throughout the year. Will this person cash in? Won't he cash in? But at the same time, that Money in the Bank briefcase is proven to be more of an albatross around the neck of the booker, whether it be Vince McMahon or Triple H. But I do think that, we will see a cash in. And as soon as the cash in happens, ding, 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 the bell rings, CM Punk comes out, attacks Damian Priest, and then all of a sudden, it disqualifies Drew. He doesn't win the title. The cash in's failed. You could have him, Punk, the next night on Raw, go, hey, Priest, the only reason why I attacked you was because I did not want McIntyre to win the belt. And if anything, I did you a favor. You have the belt still, and then and then that leaves Damian Priest open to go fight Gunther. It's an easy opponent for Gunther. Gunther then takes the title at SummerSlam. Again, we are making new stars this year. I said it. This is the year of making new stars. Yes, you're going to have Bloodline versus Bloodline, the Samoan Civil War in November at War Games. Yes, The Rock is going to come back to face Cody Rhodes next year at WrestleMania. But on the Raw side of things, we're making new stars. That's what it's all about. Um, Also, again, this proves Damian Priest. It gives him a little bit more, of a hey, he's not just a transitional champion deal. We can, if you defend the title more than 3 times and win it, or successfully defend it, then it kind of means that you're not a transitional champion in my book. Um, but yeah, my prediction is he cashes in, and then all the hell he doesn't even have to. Punk doesn't even have to attack Damian Priest. I honestly, here's what I would see. I would see at the end of the day, Priest and Rollins are going to have a hell of a match. Damian Priest is going to win by the skin of his teeth. Okay? Damian Priest is going to be in the middle of the ring celebrating. All right? You're going to see, all of a sudden, you're going to see some interference with the Judgment Day here. The Judgment Day implosion storyline. Balor will get involved. McDonough and Dominic will get involved. Priest is going to end up trying to send them to the back again, get them kicked out, and or something. Basically, my prediction is Damian Priest is going to win this match. After the match, you're going to see McIntyre's music hit or hear McIntyre's music hit. He's going to run in. He's going to try to cash in. As soon as the bell rings for the cash in and the match is made official, Punk runs in. Bam, GTS on Drew. All of a sudden, Drew wins the match. But it's by DQ, therefore he does not win the title. Punk has screwed McIntyre again. And then Damian Priest, can go on to face Gunther at SummerSlam. And Gunther, we have not really seen much of Gunther since winning the King of the Ring. But I firmly believe Gunther's winning that match. They'd be a fool not to give it to him. Again, we're making new stars. So, have I missed anything? Nope, 5 matches. The old Triple H PLE 5-match special. And, 6 matches if you include the cash-in. But I definitely think that men's Money in the Bank match is going on first. If the men's Money in the Bank match does not go on first, I could see the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens match going on first with the Money in the Bank match to follow. Money in the Bank is not main eventing this pay-per-view. At least the men's Money in the Bank is not main eventing the pay-per-view. Neither is the women's. 5 great matches, 5 stories to be told. And that's gonna do it for me. Remember, guys, if you see a big rig on the road, do not tailgate us. Give us plenty of room out here. Let us over if we need to get over. Go the speed limit. If you can't see our mirrors, we can't see you, and we'll see you down the road.